Hey y'all, so in this video I'm going to start off by showing you the products that I used in this set. Now I'm also going to kind of give you a little insight into this video. Somehow y'all, I ended up deleting the clips of me actually doing the application to this video. And let me tell you, I was so mad. I was trying to recover them, could not get it recovered. So after a while, I kind of just said, okay, let me look and see what I have. And all of my filing routine was still there. So I said, okay, well, we can get into that. Okay, to start my filing routine, I always start with a carbide fine bit. This one has a round top, so it is a safety bit. I used to use the flat top one, and that one does allow you to get closer to the cuticle, but it is also a chance of you cutting the client. So I don't even use that one anymore. I just use the safety bit. Now I'm using this at a medium to high speed, and the only purpose of this bit is to remove bulk. To remove bulk and to also flush out the cuticle area. Now you're not going to get a smooth flush from that, but it's going to remove that bulk around that area so that when you do come in and smooth it out, it'll be easier. So to start off, I always start at the side, I roll around to the cuticle area, and then I come back up the side of the nail. So your cuticle area, you need to make sure that you're removing bulk from there, because if you leave a lot of buildup back there at the cuticle area, most likely you're going to get lifting. Now, I also focus on the side walls when I'm doing this because I notice that can really affect the shape. I see some nails and they look real bulky, and it's just because of the sides. So once again, I'm going to walk you through it. I go up the side, around the cuticle area, and then back up the other side. Then I come towards the center of the nail, and I make sure that that tip is not bulky at all. When you turn it and you look at that side profile, that'll show you exactly what you need to take off. So I also use this time to go under the nails, and if there is any acrylic that has gotten under there, I just use this time to take it out with the safety bit. So always make sure that you look at your side profile. That's going to tell you everything. Your cuticle area should be thin and then should go up to your apex and then down from your apex smooth and flat to your tip. So my next step is to come in with my hand file and give these nails definition. So this is probably the most important step when it comes to your finish filing, because this definition gives you the overall look of the nails. You want to be able to have that sharp shape. So when it comes to hand filing, the most important thing I can tell you is to be aware that you have your file straight. Now we do different shapes, so you have to move that file in a different angle. That doesn't mean that it's not straight. So the best way to know that your file is straight, when you're filing, you look down at that file, and if you can see that white thickness of the file, the inside of the middle of the file, then you have it straight. So I'm doing a tapered square. So as you can see, I'm taking my file and I'm pressing it up against her nail, and then I'm holding the file straight, and then I'm just filing it up and down. I'm creating that straight shape. So it all depends on the shape that you're trying to create. Now, since I'm doing tapered square, I'm just going straight up and down. But if I was doing coffin, then I would be angling my file. So that's the most important thing. If you're learning, you need to be conscious of every move that you make. And I know it sounds like you're going to be doing too much, but you really have to be conscious of what you're doing. You have to be holding that client's nail pretty tight and pretty straight. And then you have to be aware that you're holding the file straight. So I want you to do that. If you're new and you're trying to perfect your shape, just be conscious of everything that you're doing. Once you start, getting better at it and it starts coming second nature, then you won't have to think about it. But if you're just starting out, I want you to be sure that you're doing all of these steps. You're holding the finger taut and straight, and you're holding your file straight also. Also, notice how on the opposite side of where I'm filing, I'm using my thumb to press that nail up against that file. That's going to hold the nail straight so it doesn't hurt the client, but it's also applying that pressure so that nail gets right into that hand file and I'll get a sharp shape. So I'm going to do each of the fingers, the perimeters first. So I'm going to make sure that I get that side all nice and sharp. Once I get done with the sides, I always go in and check underneath and make sure that there's no excess nail or acrylic underneath. And then I come and I hold the tip down and I bring my file and go up and down, and that creates that straight tip. Another thing I have noticed when it comes to filing, don't try to do it all at once. Break it up into steps. Do the top half of the nail first. So down there towards the tip, get that straight first, and then walk it up to your sidewalls and get it even with what you've already made, the tip. So that'll kind of make it easier for you too. So for example, if I'm doing the stiletto nail, I'll make sure that I'll get the point first. So I'll go in and I'll file that point, and then I'll come up and start on the sidewall and make it even with the point that I have already made. So it's hard to explain, but once you do it, then you'll see what I'm talking about. And I know from just watching, it looks like I'm filing just that whole side in one stroke. But really what I'm doing is I'm applying pressure where it only needs it. So I have my file on the whole side of the nail, but when I'm filing, I'm making sure that I'm only applying pressure. Say for instance, I'm doing the tip like I just said, I'm only applying pressure down there towards the tip. So I'm moving my file, but where I'm applying pressure is when I come down towards the tip. So that's where the file is coming in contact with. So that's why I wanted to say that, because don't think, oh, I'm just going all in one stroke. No, I'm applying pressure in certain areas. And the reason why I do that is because you can overfile for sure. So say for instance, you get the tip right and then you come in and you're trying to get closer up there to the sidewall. But if you're applying pressure all across the nail, all in one stroke, well, then you're going to ruin the tip that you already got straight. So always make sure that you're not overfiling. And you do that by splitting it up and making sure that you're only putting pressure where you need it. So for me, I feel like tapered square is the hardest shape to get. Stiletto is the easiest because it just comes to the point. And then coffin is my favorite. I also feel like almond is a little bit difficult too. So those are how I look at my shapes. In order, I love coffin first, stiletto, tapered square, then almond. And I'm curious to know, am I the only one like that? Probably so. Y'all let me know how you rate the shapes that you file. What's your favorite to least? So after I have finished doing all 5 nails, getting the perimeter done, now I'm going to come in and start smoothing out the body. So far, just with my drill bit, that has only removed bulk. But what happens is that carpet bit will leave your nails bumpy. So you have to come in and smooth it out. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm only doing the tip though. And the reason why I do it like this, I could just come in with my hand file and smooth out everything. And I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see my head going in and out peeking because I'm serious when it comes to hand filing. I got to get in there and see. But back to the nails. So I could come in with the hand file and just do the whole nail, But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my sanding band and smooth out just the back area. I love the way the hand file basically smooths the body. It gets it right to how you want it to be. So I love always using the hand file. But when it comes to the sanding band for the back portion of the nail back there by the cuticle, it absolutely smooths and flushes out that cuticle area. And like I said before, you have to have that flushness so you won't get any lifting. Since I've started doing this, I have noticed a huge difference in how clients come back. That really helps for when it grows out. It's a nice flushed out cuticle area. So I don't show me using the sanding band. I lost that clip too, but that's what I do. I go in with my hand file and smooth out what I can, and then I'll finish by using my sanding band and flushing out the cuticle area. After I do that, I always buff the nails. I buff it with a orange block, and then I'll even come in with a white buffing block and finish it off. Buffing makes a huge difference. If you're not buffing, start, and you will notice a big difference in your nails when you get done. So here are the nails completed. I have finished filed them, buffed them. They're all done. So in conclusion, the best advice that I can give you guys is to, of course, keep practicing. I know we hate to hear that, but it's the absolute truth. Keep practicing. And also, filing is just not this portion of the process. It also has a whole lot to do with your application. So get your application on point and then get you a good filing routine. And, don't give up on it too. I take my time when it comes to filing. So if I see something and it's not perfect, or there's a bumpy space there, or if it's not aligned with the nail, I'll go in and I'll keep fixing it until it's right. So don't give up on it. Don't settle for just the nails looking okay, because in my opinion, the shape makes a big difference to your set. You can have a beautiful design, and if the shape is off, it'll throw everything off. So that's my piece of advice. So to finish off these nails, I'm going to show you guys my design. The stickers that I'm using, they're from, I want to say, Nail Slaps on Instagram. I'm going to be sure to leave it in the description if that's not the correct one, but I'm pretty sure that's where these stickers are from. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to apply these stickers, and then once I have them all applied, I'm going to go in with my gel base and just add a thin layer to those stickers so I can get those really encapped on the nail. Now I'm going to add a little bit of diamonds here at the cuticle area. So I'm going to wait to add my gel base till after I have placed these and cured them. And the reason why I do that is because when you apply that gel base around those diamonds, it's just going to give you extra coverage and help seal those diamonds in. So I'll apply the diamonds first, and then I'll go in and add the gel base only on the nails with the stickers. So for this nail, I'm going to be doing a full bling. I always use a glitter base when I'm doing a full bling nail. There's cracks that do appear when you're doing bling, so you want to be able to have something underneath that shows and it's real pretty. So I always start in the center when I'm applying my diamonds, and then I work the sides. So I start at the center, and then whatever I do on one side, I do on the opposite side. So it's basically making rows. And if you have your diamonds aligned and even, everything, is matching, then that's going to give you a perfect outcome when you're doing a full bling nail. Now, once I have that done, I'm going to come in with a non-wipe top coat, and I'm going to take my striping brush and I'm just going to fill it with that top coat, and then I'm going to go in through the middle of those diamonds and apply it to that glitter nail. So you're really going to get to see that oomph from underneath when it comes to that bling nail. And I'm going to make sure, when you're doing crystals, when you have Swarovskis, do not apply your gel on top of your Swarovskis. I'm only placing it in the middle of those Swarovskis. I'm being very careful because that will ruin the cut of the diamonds, and you don't want to do that. That's what gives it that bling. And to finish this set off, I'm going to come in with my final top coat. This top coat I'm using is Young Nails Stain Resistant, and the top coat that I use for the bling nail is from E-Nail Couture, the non-wipe top coat. So I'm just going to cure these for a full 2 minutes, and then she's all done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was probably chatty as heck, and I'm sorry. But when it comes to nails, I can just talk and talk and talk. And shaping is really, really important. So I'm sad that I lost the application clip, but it ended up, I think, being a good educational video for you guys. So I'm really pleased with that. So leave me your comments, your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. If this has helped you, if there's anything else that I can do that you think that will be a helpful video for you guys, just let me know. So thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.